Hey guys, it's Bella, and welcome back to the final reading wrap-up video of the year. 2021 has been crazy. It's been crazy, to say the least. And honestly, it is crazy to me that I've had this booktube channel for like over 6 months, because I started it in June. So I just like to say a big thank you to the people who have subscribed, the people who have watched, who have liked, who have commented, and I'm very grateful to have been able to do this for the time that I've been able to, and I'm hoping to do it for a very long time more. This will be my second to last video of the year. I still have one more to come, which I'm really excited about. I actually just filmed that video. But as always, I have to do my monthly reading wrap up. December was hard. It was a hard month. I had finals. That was basically like all of the first couple weeks of December was finals, and then Christmas is coming, and it's a lot, and honestly I didn't read that much, but what I did read I liked. I loved, actually. One of them is one of my favorite books of the year. So I don't really care that I haven't read that much because I surpassed my goal of 100 books. Right now, I don't know quite how many books I read because there are 2 books that I'm in the middle of reading, and I don't know if I'll finish them by the end of the year. I probably will have this posted like before the end of the year, so I might not even know in editing. But yeah, I surpassed my goal of 100 books, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But being a reader and reading isn't made by how many books you read. It's made by loving stories and wanting to consume them. So if you only read one book this year and you still love stories and you still love reading, then you're still a reader. Like, if you read over like way over 100 books, then that's amazing. But it doesn't make you like any better or anything than the person who just read one book. And I want everyone to remember that as the year closes and people are like desperately trying to read more to get their yearly reading goal met. It's fun to meet that goal. That's why I do it, because it's fun. But if you don't, that's fine. Anyways, let me get out of that side tangent and actually talk about the books that I read this year. This month. My brain is fried, guys. I need this year to be over. Okay, so I'm first going to talk about the audiobooks that I listened to, and those were Harry Potter. So the first one that I listened to was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now this right here is, I think, my favorite Harry Potter book. I love it so much. It is a 5-star book for me. Like, I love that book so much, and it was such a joy to listen to it, consume it in a different format, and just reread it. Like, it was so good. I love the Harry Potter series, and don't love the author to them. I talk about that in some of my other reading wrap-ups, but I do love the story and the characters in the series. So yeah, I think that like the final 3 books are 5-star books, and I did read the final book as well. This book is big. Wait, how many pages is it? Like, I always forget. It is almost 800 pages. That's a big book. Like, considering this started off as like a 200-page kid series, like, wow. So yeah, I really love the Harry Potter series, and it was so sad to finish them, because like I literally like started crying when I was listening to the end of the Deathly Hallows. It was so sad, for so many different reasons. But those were the audiobooks that I read this month. This month I also finished a different series, and that is the Cruel Prince series. So I read The Wicked King. You know what really bothers me is this is The Queen of Nothing, which I also read, and this is the size of The Cruel Prince like the Cruel Prince and obviously this book. Why? Why is this one so much smaller? I don't understand. Like, the color is stunning and I love it, but why is it so much smaller? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, that rant aside, this book was phenomenal. Another 5-star book. Like, I really, really loved this book. If you didn't know, the Cruel Prince trilogy is about a human girl who gets taken away to live at in Fairy with her sisters when she's young. She's growing up in Fairy, and she feels the need to prove herself, and she's kind of navigating the political structures of Fairy. So if you're wondering why the lighting is gradually getting worse through this video, it's because the sun is going down. Because we live in a world where the sun goes down at 4:40. It's so dumb. I hate it. At least the shortest day of the year is gone, so we're slowly getting time back. This video has already been a mess. It's because I filmed like a very long video before this, so I really do apologize. I am sorry. I'm gonna continue talking about books now. So yeah, I really loved The Wicked King. I thought the characters, the character interactions, I thought the world building, it all got so much better in this book. And I really love the romance, which has started to get introduced in this book. I thought all the characters definitely matured in this book. Even though they still have their flaws, they're definitely working through their flaws and communicating better. But yeah, I would check out the Cruel Prince trilogy if you haven't. I really like Holly Black's writing style. I really like the fantasy type. Obviously, I love fantasy. And it is a very similar writing style to Cassandra Clare because they are writing buddies. They probably like do a lot of writing together, and so it makes sense that they would have similar writing styles. So if you like the Shadowhunters writing style, I would definitely recommend the Cruel Prince trilogy. And as I revealed before, I also read The Queen of Nothing, which is one of my favorite books of the year. It is my favorite book in the trilogy. Oh my god. This book was so emotionally, like, gut-wrenching. I loved the romance, the characters. So my phone actually died, so sorry about that, and the slightly worse lighting because, again, sun's going down. But where was I? Right. I love Jude. I love her character development in this book. Same with Cardin's. Love their new interactions together. I love how all the side characters, like, plots and romances tied up. I just thought it was a very satisfying end to the series. Now, one more book that is left in that series is the novella, How the King of Alfheim Learned to Hate Stories. And I gave this 4 stars. It's a novella. It's not like super intense or anything, but I do feel like there could have been more. Like, I feel like more could have been done with this than that was already done with it. And I don't know. I liked what was there. I really did. I like seeing more about Cardin and like more about his past and his childhood and everything. I really did enjoy it. I just feel like there could have been more stuff in here, and the stuff that was in here I feel like could have been elaborated a little more. But I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like bad or anything. It was just, it left me a little bit disappointed. Now, on to the 2 books that I'm currently reading and may or may not finish before the end of the year. Guess we'll find out. First is, look what I said I'd read in December. Look what I said I might get finished by the end of November. Yep, I didn't do that. Dune, yeah, still only 200 pages in. So, yeah, sorry about that. I really did want to read it, but it's very, it's a lot, especially during finals, and the reason why I have another book going on is because I wanted to read The Witcher, before The Witcher came out, the 2nd season, and I didn't do that either, because of finals. And so now I'm just reading The Witcher because, like, I'm in that mood now since I'm watching the show. So I will read that and then hopefully I'll finish Dune, but I don't know if I'll finish both of them by the end of the year. Guess we'll find out. Dune is a sci-fi book with a lot of politics and just like, yeah, basically it has a lot of politics. It has a lot of characters and stuff, and I did see both the original and the new movie, so I do know the plot, the ending, and everything, but the book is good so far. I'm not mad at it. It is a little bit slow though, so it is kind of hard to get into at some points. And The Witcher is a high fantasy, a very long series. It's very, very confusing, but I love the characters in it, and that's really what I want to read it for, is because in the show I love all the characters, and I'm just really excited to read about them. This video was pretty short. Lighting's not great, a little chaotic, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. Hope you guys have a lovely Christmas and a great New Year's. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Bye!